What is going on, everyone? Happy Wednesday. I hope you guys all had an amazing trading day today, but I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know exactly how it went for me today. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. And so as you guys can see from the screen, it was, probably the biggest red day I've ever had in terms of, actual dollar loss, right? So as you guys can see, overall my account was down almost $1,900, right? So definitely hurts and it's not, fun at all, but yesterday, although we didn't post a video, Tesla did surge, right? And so it was pretty much just giving back a lot of the profit that we made yesterday. Yesterday we were up about 1,600 on Tesla, right? So we pretty much just gave back everything that we made. And so as far as how I did trading wise, you guys can see I only traded TQQQ today. And so given how the market actually ended up playing out, you can guess how it ended up going for me, right? I did end up red on the day. But although I did finish red, it was a managed loss, right? So I was only down $27. So I am very proud of that, actually. And so I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know exactly how my trading went, right? But these are all my field orders so you guys can see, for reference if you want to take a look at that. But as far as what I saw going on, right, and where the market was, during the pre-market session, right, we were starting to, pull on back and test this previous support that we did experience, right? And I thought that there was definitely more upside than downside given the pattern that we've been seeing where we've been forming these higher highs and higher lows, right? And so I thought that we were going to potentially test this support and there was a chance, right? Not that it had to happen, but there was a chance that this thing could, continue to test this support, validate it, and then start to push up and continue this trend we've been seeing, right? But unfortunately, that's not what ended up happening. We ended up breaking below the support, right? And once we did break below that support, I was still trying to get into TQQQ thinking we could potentially bounce anywhere here, right? And so that's why I didn't end up touching SQs at all. But as you guys can see, right, definitely not the move as far as how it ended up playing out, right? Once it did break that support, we ended up forming these lower highs and lower lows, right? Lots of selling pressure. And so if you timed it, in an ideal world, SQQQ could have offered almost, 1.3% multiplied by 3, right? Because it is a triple leverage ETF. So, that is, almost nearly a 4% traded offer. So that's really nice there. And then there was some recovery potential on TQQQ, right? Once I did see it start to actually find the support and form these higher lows, right? That's when I actually added. So I was in with 25% into TQQQ around, I believe one of these times it popped above the EMA. Right now it's sell out anytime for a loss anytime it made a new low. But on this time when it actually started to pick up and formed a new high, that's when I actually decided to add, so I was at another 25%, right, position. So I was in with 50%. This thing ended up riding up to the middle VWAP. I cut half of it there so that I'm only in with 25% in case it did want to pull on back and not continue to climb. Right, and so because I did that, right, I put myself in a good position where I didn't take a big loss, even though this thing did end up pulling on back. So as far as, my performance today, am I mad that, I couldn't end green? I'm not necessarily the most upset with myself because I saw the pattern there, right, and the potential for TQQQ, but unfortunately it just didn't end up playing out, right? It broke the support, and I'm just glad that I was able to manage my loss today, right? And Tesla itself did drop a lot, so as if you guys were paying attention to it yesterday, we did end up peaking out to nearly 280, and so we just ended up pulling on back. And as I mentioned earlier, right, we pretty much just gave back everything that we made yesterday and a little more. So that was very unfortunate to see. As I mentioned, definitely a nearly $2,000 loss on the day isn't fun, but I just need to be real with myself and realize that although it did pull on back hard, it was definitely due for a pullback, right? I can't kid myself. Tesla was super overbought, right? We were pushing up for nearly, just a straight month of just nonstop climbing, right? It could have been over a month, actually. It really just started, near the end of April. So start of May is when we really started to climb, right? So, and it's just incredible to see that we've even gotten to these price points. So we did pull on back. Do I think this thing will crash and burn? Well, we did get, push up a lot, so we obviously do need to correct ourselves a bit, but I need to be real with myself. Anytime we have seen a potential dip below the EMA as we experienced here. We actually ended up pushing up and forming new highs. So we did dip below, right? Doesn't necessarily mean the pattern's broken. This thing could continue to try to make a new high, but I do need to be cautious because this was a very, it was a pretty decent pullback, but doesn't mean the trend is broken, right? This thing is still validating these higher highs and higher lows. We just need to follow up with it and see what happens. But that's pretty much everything I wanted to discuss in today's video. Thank you guys so much for tuning back in. But if you guys have any questions at all trading related, go ahead and drop a comment and I will be more than happy to answer it myself. Other than that, I will be posting a recap tomorrow, so I hope to see you guys then. Take care and have an amazing rest of your day.